you ever noticed that the upper class is responsible for most problems in our society? Take a moment. Think about it. Let's make a list, shall we? Number 1, pollution. From CO2 emissions from their fancy cars, jets, and planes, to corporate waste and overconsumption. Number 2, corruption. Though it exists on all levels, it's everybody's favorite 1% that sets the worst example. Number 3, discrimination and intolerance. Historically, the upper class has used countless methods and strategies to remain superior to everyone else. Number 4, poverty. The unequal distribution of wealth is due to, yep, you guessed it, the fact that the rich will stop at nothing in order to have more. Even if that means leaving hundreds or thousands, possibly millions, in miserable conditions. Karl Marx said that the history of mankind is the history of class struggle. All throughout history, we see a constant fight of rich versus poor. So let's take a step back and examine a time when this didn't happen. Once upon a time, thousands of years ago, prehistoric people lived in small, classless societies. These were groups of about 8 to 12 people who cooperated to meet their basic needs: food, shelter, and protection. All important decisions were made by the group. And sure, there was some sort of leader, but the leader just led and enforced the decisions made by everyone. No one was rich and no one was poor. The well-being of the group was priority number 1. Old, sick, or injured members would be left behind because they put the others at risk. Humanity lived on like this for thousands and thousands of years, and quite successfully, I must add. It was a smart and effective system, not clouded by greed or emotions. Now, large, complex societies like ours have only existed for about 5,000 years, and we've pretty much done all but extinguish ourselves. The moment a few individuals began to feel superior, to think that the rules didn't apply to them, things began to go downhill. Many people associate civilization with progress. Now, I don't know about you, but oppression, discrimination, and injustice hardly feel like progress to me. So how did humanity get so lost along the way? On part 2, we'll discuss the dangers of having an entitled 1% and some ideas on how we can all contribute to make a change. Don't forget to subscribe and leave your comments below. We hope to see you in part 2.